Hey, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday coming from home. This is H2O and Dr. Butterfly.
This is the morning show with H2O and Dr. Butterfly.
The morning show. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Still feeling the loss of one of our dance leaders. We call him the mayor of Swing Out. Still feeling that loss. Thank you, everybody who came out on Wednesday. We had an extraordinary Wednesday. Sorry I didn't tell y'all that yesterday. Was grieving the loss of J3 yesterday.
Was nice.
Wednesday was extraordinary. Thank y'all for coming out. This Wednesday will be nicer as well. Also, we have this Sunday, Mother's Day Sunday, we have DJ Shine in the mix. She'll be in the mix with the jams, doing her thing on Mother's Day. This is this Sunday coming up. Be there. It's on our page, on our Facebook page. Go ahead, you want to be there. It's going to be something not to miss. Go ahead and come through. Last but not least, we have the Houston Prelims. Houston Prelims is something that you want to come to as well. Now, yesterday we the Faces of Houston had their Thursday get together, their Thursday set, which was extraordinary, which was great. It was a great look. Everybody, it was a nice crowd. We all came out and danced and did our thing. And hey, it was something good to watch.
Tonight is Jack in the Box. We will be over there. Last night I was up braiding my hair, so I didn't make it to the party, but I'll be at the party tonight. I started to drag him over to the country club because I needed to get me some exercise. So I started to drag him Whiskey North.
No.
But that's a stretch. That's like driving to Chicago, Barnville.
Oh.
North, even though West is right here, but North is the one jumping off.
So
anyway, we didn't do that. I didn't want to drag Herman all around town.
Yeah, so but
and I don't even have my VIP anyway, so we'd have to pay.
This morning, what I would like to talk about is college kids. Does anybody here have college students? And if you do, how often should they keep in touch with you? Let's talk about that. How often should your college students keep in touch with you?
I've been feeling like I tell a lot of parents and counseling, I say, well, when your kids is like 16, like I was telling you about time, when they like 16, 17 years old, I mean, you better be having a good relationship with them, because once they leave, if they feel like they gotta want to talk to you. If they don't want to, they're not going to.
Right. I might flip off. I need to send myself a link. One moment.
Lord. Oh, okay. You shouldn't flip off though. Because there's more than one browser here. So all you gotta do is minimize.
Oh, go ahead.
Browser.
There you go.
You already got the link?
Yep. We can just make that.
But I couldn't get
don't
into
minimize
Facebook,
it. We just go to email. It's in
right.
Email.
Oh, okay.
And then we can come over. Where's your other browser? Right here. And then go ahead. There you go.
Okay. So I couldn't get into Facebook, so you signed
in. Go to your email.
Email?
You can go to Gmail or either email.
Okay.
You just send the email to me.
So you gotta what? You gotta have a relationship to where people want to connect with you. When your kids are grown, if they don't want to, they're not going to. Like, it doesn't matter how much you think they should contact you. It's how often they want to contact you. Put your email in there. So it doesn't matter. You can think what you want to think, but like there will be some. Sometimes parents get married to people that the kids don't like, and they just then they get grown. They don't want to be bothered. They don't talk to them no more. Some kids don't talk to them at all. Now some kids call their parents every day, and I be asking my kids, why y'all don't call me every day like some people do? And then my daughter go tell me, now mama, you busy.
You are, which you are.
Right, Timmy. You know, we busy and you busy. That's what Danielle told me. Timmy. You know, you do not got time to be talking to us every single day. Like, I'm just saying, some people call their mama every day. My thing is, depends on the relationship you got with them before they leave. And even after they leave. Your son is the type, like I said, that he just want to be a man. I mean, he is a man, but he just wants to be. He just wants to make his own decisions and figure out his life. And I don't think that's the greatest idea, but everybody has a choice. I feel like, hey, if your parents want to help you, you know, why not? Why not take some help? But these kids today don't really want to do that because remember, I tried to hire Destiny for what? I told Destiny I was gonna pay her $9 an hour, and the other jobs is gonna pay her probably whatever minimum wage is.
Right.
And you see how they not motivated. But see, she didn't know if she missed her job. If she missed, I was gonna not even worry about it no more. Because I'm not gonna force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do.
For real, that is you.
You know what I'm saying? Because then they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do a good job if they don't want to do it. So I'm not the type that want to push nobody or force them to push and pull and drag them into doing something. So I just, you know, Devin wants to do it, and he trainable. I said, well, I can't expect other people to want to train him if I don't want to, or I can't expect other people to, you know, trust that he can do things if I can't.
Right.
So that's why I started training him yesterday. So let me train him and teach him something every day. Teach him one thing a day, how to do one thing a day, and then, you can add yourself, right? Oh, do I gotta add you?
No, I'm adding myself. Give me a moment.
And then he would learn. So one thing I've been teaching parents, and I had this yesterday, I developed a strategy. I call it the knots. And knots is when not to intervene. Know when you need to not do something. Like unsolicited advice. You know, I always be on you by unsolicited advice. Kids, a lot of times, they don't want to be around you when you do that. The unsolicited advice, they didn't ask you for it. You know what I'm saying? I think I got a worksheet for it. Because I'm talking to a lot of parents like that. A lot of women get real stressed out. For instance, they'll start cleaning up after their husband. They'll start picking their clothes up and their kids. Later on,
where do you do that at?
Well, I'm just saying people do that. Later on, they'd be resentful. I don't do it because I don't want to feel like later, like, okay, I'm acting like I'm feeling like a slave. Well, I'm feeling like a slave because I started a habit of doing something. You know what I'm saying? And that next thing you know, you don't do it because I just started a habit of doing it. And now I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't do that. If you want to leave your clothes on the middle of the floor,
where I do that at. Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't. If you want to leave your clothes in the middle of the floor, I just leave them right there in the middle of the floor. If that's what you want to do. I mean, it's hard to do that because you want it to be, you want everything to be clean and tidy. So you keep doing it, but they get real mad.
Right. Into your audience. And boom. Morning show. Now, if anybody out here, if y'all would like to speak about J3 and some of the amazing things that he's done for our community, go ahead and shine right on in. We're talking about life in general, life in a whole.
So like unsolicited advice is one knot. Don't always give your advice to your kids because they don't always want to hear it. And then a lot of times they'll say, my parents don't listen, so I don't like to talk to them anyway. You know, stuff like that. And your son probably really don't like it because you do it so much. You're like, do it this way, do it this way, do it that way. You get up, it gotta be pleasant coming around you when they grown, when they bigger. If it's not pleasant for them, they're not coming. So what you say about that?
Well, I 100% agree with that and understand that. However, with my child, his mother, man, It's not.
But you and him be going back and forth like Todd.
Well, you see how he do it. He come over here, he think I'm supposed to be Bill Cosby, and every time he get up and he want me to do everything right that second for him, and that's just not how life is anywhere with
Like he
anybody.
was tripping on that getting up that food thing, and I'm like, these kids don't do nothing. I mean, we would be sneaking out the house, probably in somebody's window or stealing at the store. Time we were 16.
Right.
You wasn't doing stuff like that?
I was living on my own.
But I'm just saying all the bad stuff we was doing. And then, you're arguing about like cooking.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
Don't matter, 5 a.m, 4 a.m. It don't matter. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
if you're doing stuff like that and then you want them to want to come, I mean, they're probably not going to want to. At this point, they got to want to. Whether they're in college or whether they're in high school, they got to want to be around you at that point. Yeah. And if they don't want to be around you, there's nobody going to force them. I mean, I always commend you as a father because you try really hard with your kids. You get, you really want to be the best father. You want to be around them. You want to influence their life. Not everybody's like that.
Right.
Is that you? Oh, that is you. Okay.
What do you mean?
Because that's you right there. Like, not everybody's like that. So part of it is, do not give advice that wasn't asked for. That's one of your big ones with your kids and with people in general.
Right, this is not my personal counsel session on public TV, though.
I'm just saying, but this is just people. This is what's people been this whole week. This is what I've been going through with people, with clients.
Right.
Is that they won't let their kids make their own decisions. They keep trying to make all their decisions. And then, they get mad when their kids won't do it. But I'm saying, even once a person is about 13, even really before that, but at least 13 or 14, you're helping them to grow up. You're moving into an encouraging stage. Yeah, you got to tell them stuff still, but you're moving into more of an encouraging stage because they're only going to do it if they want to do it anyway. Of course, you got to tell them about their grades, but even with their grades, they only going to do it if they want to do it. It's thinking that you have some control that you don't actually have. You know what I'm saying? You don't actually have control over that, but you think you do. I just try to mind my own business more. You see how little I argue with this one? And I know you be feeling like I should do more. But at the same time, she's 16. She'll be 17 next year. I'm not going to be forcing all day, trying to force this and force that and force that, because she has to figure out how to be an adult. Less than 2 years, she will be 18 years old.
Right, for real. That is definitely.
You realize that?
Yep, that is definitely true.
So she has to start to try to make decisions that make sense. Because guess who life is going to be when she's 18? Guess who life is? Hers, exactly, not mine. Now I do, I may should be on her a little bit more, but that's my whole thing. Is that's when parents are older, that's how they are. They never don't make kids weddings. Right.
Because I know your daughters.
You to put them in the chokehold.
Your daughters be like, "What the heck is going on? If this was me, this would have been this way and this way."
Right. That's
what your daughters be saying. They be upset for real.
I came home and they had been out at their friends, but I always let my kids go to their friends' house because I used to always go to my friend's house. I was stuck to my friends like glue. Tasha, then when we was little, we stayed at each other's house almost every day. I thought you was coming on the show.
I am on the show.
No, it looked like you're doing something else. But anyway, no, I'm saying it looked like you're busy.
I'm on the show.
Oh, okay.
The people's sending me stuff.
So another one is, this one.
I thought you was on the show. What was it like you doing something?
Because I'm on my thing.
I was on my thing.
I'm on a document.
But people don't know what I'm doing, though.
Well, I was on a document that I came up with yesterday.
I mean, they can't see your
about the knots. What I'm saying is about the knots. I made a document about it. I started to share it on Facebook, but I didn't get a chance to.
All right.
And the knots are just like, when not to, even with adult people, when not to intervene. Like that. When somebody didn't ask for your help, don't intervene. And when somebody do ask you for your help, don't always do it.
Right.
Because then when you do these things and then you end up being mad.
They beginning to expect you to do it automatically.
Right. And no matter how many things you do for somebody, the time you say no, it's going to be like you never said yes.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
Ain't that annoying?
Oh, absolutely. Time you say no, it's like you never said yes.
Yeah. You say no one time. That took from all the times you gave, you was there for them.
Yeah,
Okay, they trying to play manipulation. That's all it is. Form of manipulation. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right. All right. So this is everything. So I have everything up now. What are we getting to this
Well, that's
morning?
what you was getting into, really, about how you said how often should college kids talk to their parents. Well, how often do you think it should be?
Um, man, it depends.
Because how
Man,
old is a college kid? 19, 18, 19, 20?
anywhere between 18 and 24 to 20.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
18 and 26 because that's what the government says. You can be. They can be on your insurance till they turn 26 of age.
Okay.
So anytime between that time frame, depending on what the degree, purpose degree is. So, excuse me, pardon.
Okay. What are your thoughts on it?
So my thoughts,
Oh,
I have gone about a month without talking to my kid because he's been wrapped up. Well, not really, because we always been going to his games when doing basketball season and stuff like that. So it hadn't been that long, so I don't really have an idea.
Do you think they should call every week, call every few days?
I would say just call every week. That's what I would. That's what I would suggest. And that would be hopeful for your child to call every week. And say, "Hey, Dad, I am good. Everything is good with me." Yeah, I would. That's what I would. Like. I think these computers have a bad refresh rate. We're dropping, going up and down, up and down.
Huh?
Them going up and down. We're losing our
Are we talking loud enough?
viewers.
Oh, really? Let me see.
Yeah.
Why don't you go on Facebook and look?
On purpose. I'm plugging this thing in here.
You get a good picture. That's good.
You said what?
You get a good picture.
Definitely. We do get too much of a picture. I'd rather be like mine, just have the top part. They has everything in this
Well,
photo.
just the backing.
Our legs.
Oh, well, you scared to show your legs? You can do like I usually do. What I usually do is I have a blanket over me, but I left my blanket in the other room in there.
Right.
Because I don't like.
Let's see. Let me go to Facebook here. Somebody was monitoring my phone activity.
I was just trying to. Thought you wanted to go in the thing. Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can be heard.
So anyway, but so Sunday, I didn't know how Mother's Day would be, but we will have Sunshine there, DJing. So y'all come out. Every Wednesday, of course. This next Wednesday is Chicago Style Stepping. Hold on, let's.
Oh yeah, so we are. This. So it is. So we do have volume because we just heard it.
Oh, okay. This Wednesday is Chicago Style Stepping. What we was talking about today is, like I remember my.
If you have college students, how often should they be in touch with you? And let's go beyond college students. How often should your children be in touch with you? What do you think? The older, probably, maybe the less frequent contact, depending on your relationship. Like this week, I talked to JoJo. I talked to the kids in the house every day.
Mm-hmm.
Not particularly talk to my children, but I have talked to the kids in our house every day.
Mm-hmm.
And your youngest adult daughter.
Yeah, JoJo her. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, but I know one time Wendy told me when she moved out, she was like, "Well, Mama," I was telling her something to do about something, and she said, "Well, Mama, we got to make our own decisions now. I know you have real good ideas, but we got to make our own decisions." I said, "Oh, okay," and I just learned to just kind of like back off because there was nothing I could do anyway except for go to jail. I'm just saying I couldn't force it past that, and that was a gift. That was a gift for me because I got a busy life. And so for me to try to run my life and their life,
Right. Right.
that's a lot of
right.
work. And if I try to run their life and something don't go right, who's responsible? If I make a choice for them, if I make a choice for them and they listen to me, and then it don't go right, who's responsible?
Right. Right.
Who's responsible? Me?
Both of you are responsible, but at this point, if it does not go as planned, then it's going to be them.
Right, it's gonna be them, but I mean, I'm the one who told them what to do. That's why.
Right. So if you stay out of it and it goes awry, so what if you stay out of it when it goes awry? They're always looking. I know I should have did it your way, but I did it this way because it's my choice. But I want you to pay for it, pay for my mistake.
Well, sometimes I will still pay for my kids when they make mistakes
Well,
because they don't always ask for stuff. Now, if they asking every month, every other month or something,
Right.
then I won't do it. But I'll pay for some of my kids' mistakes, even if they did listen to me, because they're my kids and I want them to come to me if they really need something.
Correct.
But if they're going to make a continuous mistake, over, and then I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm prepared to bail them out of so much. I don't have to control them to get them a bailout. I can bail them out even if I don't have control of the situation. Even if they don't let me make the decision, I don't have a problem bailing them out. I think that'd be your issue. If you don't listen to me and then it go wrong, you want me to bail you out.
Well, the thing is, so I'm a dad, and when your kids try to use you as a personal ATM,
But yours don't.
mine has for a long time in my life. And when I said, like, when you finally say no, it's like you never ever did anything for me.
Mm-hmm.
Even with some family, like.
And we don't know if your kid actually used you as a personal ATM or you jumped in to help all the time, because we know you always you jumped in.
Well, you seen it when we first got together, when my ex-wife broke my son's
Well, her. Yeah.
She conditioned my son to do that.
Right. Maybe them, but not Barack.
Well,
that son, that is true.
I had to cut Barack off because I had to cut him off and say, "Hey, son, hold on," and put boundaries in place because there was no boundaries in place. During his senior year in high school, then his college year, his freshman year in college, I was like, "Look, dude, you gonna calm down with all this." I was giving him a lot of money every month.
Oh, okay.
So I had to bring all that stuff down. Now I got it under. Now I have the money thing under control, where they're not just running to me like I'm a personal ATM or their free banking account. So now it's like, dang, life is here and life is hard. Like my father explained to me. So and that's how it should be. When my dad cut me off completely when I turned 18, he told me, he said, "Don't ask me for nothing else."
What? Let's see.
And then, but he did help me throughout the years. I'm not gonna lie. When I did fall on my ass, he did help me out throughout some of the years. And he was like, "Hey, son, I will help you out." But he would absolutely not, no condition, certainly let me come to him as I would, like he is a free ATM. He cut that shit off. He was like, hell nah. Yeah, so I understood at a very early age. I was making money. Hell, I was about to be a millionaire when I was about 16 years old. Hell, I was making so much money when I was 16 years old. I thought I was about to be a millionaire, man. And in Oklahoma City, where nothing was. I'll go into the store, buy the whole store, bring my dudes in. I'm like, "Hey, nigga, what y'all want?"
Ghetto stories that he still.
So, that history. So I just, bring my dudes.
Back when he was getting in trouble, but he over his 16-year-old to stay up to 2:00 in the morning cooking.
Well, I was living in my own too, very different. I was not, so a little bit different. And I believe my parents, they should have threw my ass in jail, had me at the house, because there is no way I would have my kid out like that at that age, and it was dangerous. Hell, I was in a lot of dangerous situations, back then.
What could they do to us back then? Shit, we was bad as hell. I mean, the police get you, bring you home. They can't make you stay there. You walk straight out of there. Because police used to bring me home, and I go in there, and I usually see like every time the police got me, I didn't have no shoes on for some reason. I go in there, put some shoes on, and walk straight out.
Right.
So could they really control us? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it was the same way we can control the kids now.
But we, because it's more sheltered.
Now they have social media, you know. Back then we didn't have any social media. We had Nintendo. We could play Mario Brothers, and that's about it, you know.
Right. But they're more sheltered. Our kids are very sheltered.
Hell, right now you can live a whole life. You can, and from one single room, you can have your food come to you. You can do it, work, everything from one single room nowadays. You don't even have to leave the comfort. You can order everything on TV. Have one TV, keep in touch with all the news on Facebook, Instagram, old Twitter, which is called X now. So you can keep up with everything from your computer.
Yeah.
Also, in the future, what they're saying, they're gonna have robots, you know, walking through here and sending.
You said walking through here.
Sending your food, you know, going to pick up your food.
What? Going to pick it up?
Drones to drop your packages off through Amazon, where they're experimenting in some test base in California where drones are just flying straight to your property, dropping your packages off.
That's crazy. Just creating a bunch of laziness.
Man, I do understand that. I mean, I'm talking about, man, they're trying to get us prepared to be.
Who's gonna work if that's all this stuff is happening? How people gonna get hired? I mean, what do you hire humans to do?
That is the number one question right there. How are we going to have jobs if we don't create our own jobs for our kids? That's why it's so important that we find something to do. That's why I've been researching on how to create generational wealth for our kids to take over what we're doing.
Yeah, but if they got to want to do that too. Because when you make a way for them, they don't want to do it.
And they have to want to do that.
Look at my brother. I think he's been trying to create different
right, correct.
But they don't always want to take it on. They want to do whatever they got in their mind to do. And I'm not understanding that, because really with the white people, a lot of times, you know, not all the time, and not everybody, but they'll be like, well, my dad did this and now I do this. Or my mom, or they had this business and I work for my parents' business. The girl yesterday, I work for my brother-in-law's business. You know, why not keep it in the family?
And I got her this beautiful, expensive bracelet. And I bought her a ring yesterday with it. That was so beautiful, that matched it, and she lost it.
I know. You put it on the finger that was.
But it's okay. It's okay. But
I want to find that ring.
It's Mother's Day. Okay. And I have some more gifts coming for her throughout the week, because I also love my wife.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I do have more gifts coming out. One of the gifts that she has is going to be.
Oh yeah, where my roses at? Did you put them?
They're in the other room in the vase. I did put them in the vase.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My ring.
It's going to be the other one that I have coming. It's going to be so beautiful. She's going to really love. Man, make sure you take care of. Oh, it's coming. It's coming soon. Man, make sure you take care of your women. Make sure you take care of your wives on this extraordinary day. Kids, take care of your mother as well on this day here. Extraordinary Mother's Day. Make sure you all get out and do everything that they need to get, and make sure they're lovely. Mom, I love you. You may be watching. Love you, Mom. And I'm just so grateful that I only have one woman, or two women, my mother and my wife, to take care of on Mother's Day. That's why I've been spoiling her with gifts, because normally I have my kids like, what you want for your mom? And I go out and buy their mom or something. Even they don't talk to me or whatever, here you go. There you go, son. They get it, mama gifts. Now I just shower all those gifts on my wife.
You got it. Two other moms.
Huh?
Wendy and Danielle.
Oh,
they're mothers.
Yeah, but
no, I'm just messing around.
Yeah, their family don't take care of the mothers.
Nah, I'm just messing around.
Yeah, but my mother's my baby, you know. So and then I got Devin and the baby Destiny.
And Devin tried to hand me a white flower yesterday. I told him, nope, give it to me on Mother's Day.
Well, my thing is, see, every
He
day
always give me hugs.
should be like a holiday, you know, not just the one day. Every day it should be like a holiday to greet and express the love for your person that you so much love.
My client said that her husband tells her that, but then she like, okay, but you don't do it on other days either. Like you can't just say, okay, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day or Mother's Day because every day is a holiday, but you don't do nothing on other days.
See, like this,
you gonna
like
do
this,
that.
like this necklace I gave her. It was on yesterday, and me coming home and thinking about my wife. This bracelet I got her. It was just another day. I was just coming home. Well, we just went out, and I was thinking about my wife.
Y'all see my butterflies?
These earrings that she has, which are beautiful earrings. That so she cannot say that. So
No, of course I can't say that, but I'm just saying how some people be doing that. They be like, every day is a holiday, but then they don't do nothing for people when it's not a holiday. So, you know. But anyway, I really hope I find my ring. I'm desperate to find my ring. I am.
It was that. It was
because
so
it was the butterfly. I want the butterfly.
And it was that kind of ring. It was so beautiful.
Man,
So,
I'm gonna find it somewhere.
Hey, it's okay if we don't. It's okay. So
Finish braiding my hair.
What I'll do?
And
Let's
I got
see. Let me
I got some appointments. I mean, I got notes. And I'm working today. Actually, I got
let's see.
clients
Who we have?
because I was in town, so I said I might as well work. I'm working today and tomorrow.
All right. Thank you for sharing our live, everybody. Whoever shared our live, thank you.
Well, we can get off. You can say prayer and say a prayer and get off. I'm getting my notes together.
All right. So
You get ready for
last
it.
but not least, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and pray for everybody in the world and everybody who's here. Thank you for our life. Thank you for blessing us with everything that you have blessed us with. Oh Lord, you are the greatest of the greats, the best of the best. And everything that we do is for you, through you, of you. And we love you, Lord. Please bless everybody in this world on whatever they need, whatever they're going through. You know what they're going through. You know what they need to get by. Thank you, God. Amen. Love you all.
Amen.
Thank you all for joining.
Amen.
See y'all soon.
Oh, I can't stream.